don't care about what the market's doing now. It doesn't matter in the short term. It's what's the long term that's going to happen. And if the market is dropping now, it's probably the best time for you to invest because everything's on sale. That's what you should think about it. Don't think about, I'm losing money now, because over the long term, it actually goes up. So I say invest, ignore what's going on, and just be consistent.
I would also say in this environment where people are afraid to invest and you can't pull a trigger on wanting to invest, this is a great time. And we're in one of the few environments where you can actually start learning and understanding this type of environment, because this doesn't happen very often. We had a pandemic, we might be going in a recession, the Fed pumped so much money into the system. This is like a perfect storm that we've never had before. So even if you want to sit back and just learn, this is a great opportunity to learn. But I would not say, don't use this opportunity as a way to say, I'm never getting into the stock market. You're either learning or you're investing.
You find the wealth twins and you learn. We got courses, we got videos, we got everything that you need to get started.
That's well said. This is definitely a time. So how do you guys look at, what you guys are going to invest in the stock or index? How do you guys go about making that decision when you guys are investing? And what do you guys look for before putting your money into a stock or index?
I don't invest in anything I don't understand. It's plain and simple. It doesn't matter what it is. If I don't understand your business model, if I don't understand how you make money, if I don't understand why the stock price is going up, how you're borrowing money, I can't invest in it. And I invest in long term. So you don't see me investing in semiconductor businesses because I don't know what a semiconductor is, but I might invest in an index that has it,
Exactly. And also, I think you don't have to invest in anything flashy. Like Nadia said, invest in what you know. And I think when it comes to single stocks, they might be, fun to talk about, but index funds have proven over and over again to build wealth. So either you can go and try to gamble in the market, or you can try for something that you can learn how to build wealth. So I'm not saying that Nadia and I don't have single stocks in our portfolio. We do. We just know that that's the part that we might be gambling with.
Not gambling, speculating.
Speculating, AKA gambling. But we do our research on it though before.
Okay. So I guess I'm sure someone listening is going to ask, are thinking, what is the difference in gambling and investing? Because oftentimes, those are oftentimes interchangeable, depending on who's explaining it, who's talking about investing. So how do you guys draw that fine line between this is the investment or this is the gamble or spec play?
I guess it's the longevity of it. Like if you're in it for a short term, or you're trying to flip it in a day, within an hour. And if you're trying to knock it out the park with your return and you're not really doing, if too much risk is to your money when you are trying to invest it, then you almost, if the risk is too high, then it's more of a gamble, If you're going in with your eyes wide open, like this is a moderate amount of risk, this is the risk I'm willing to take, and I'm willing to do it for a long term, that to me is more investing. And I'm probably giving a very bad definition, but it's very easy. There's a fine line between gambling and investing. I think it more turns down to the longevity and what your purpose is.
I would say gambling would be if you're trying to take your money and think, okay, the only way I'm going to get more money is if I can sell this at a higher price to someone, right? So you're taking a gamble that you're getting in at the low point and that someone will come in and buy it from you at a higher point, and you're getting no dividends with it. You're just buying a stock that you believe is going to go up in price. Investing is more when you see yourself as an owner of the company. You're invested in this company, you want to be a part of this company and grow with the company. If you're in it just to get out, you're gambling. If you're in it to be a part of the company and you believe in what the company's mission is, I think is more of investing.
Wow, thank you for that definitely breakdown. I definitely agree with both of you guys. There's a fine line between investing and gambling. And, this is the best time to invest long term to buy the index fund, that you guys want to buy in 2020 or, early 2021 was that high. And I want to add, you mentioned, Nicole, that this is the best time to invest, with inflation, the government pumped a lot of money, and the possible going into recession. I want to ask both of you guys, what is your thought on this current economy? Do you guys think we are going to go into recession? How long do you guys, what do you guys see this economy going to?
I think, like, I'm not privy to all the information, but just based on the prices and what I see that's going on in general around me, I think we could be headed into a recession. But at the same time, I don't live my life in that way. I try to protect myself in most environments. Like, I have a healthy dose of paranoia when it comes to investing. So I have to I have kind of an umbrella strategy that says, okay, if this goes up, this goes down, I'm still even, So I think we could be headed in a recession. I think people shouldn't be so scared of a recession. If you prepare yourself for it, it's a lot of opportunity that exists in a recession. So a lot of money is made during recessions. During the last one, I was able to invest and I made a decent amount of money that helped set me up for a long term when everybody else was running. So you just have to understand this is part of what happens when it comes to investing and part of what happens just being in America and in the economy in general. This happens around the world, everywhere. It's just part of life.
Yeah, I mean, and the recession is just part of the business cycle, right? You have the growth, and then as part of the cycle is recession. So like Nadia said, I don't think anyone should be worried. But again, this is when I guess I can bring back the serenity prayer, right? Control the things you can, and the things you can't, you just gotta let it go. So with that, you can control how much you're saving now. You might not be able to control if you have a job tomorrow, but the money you have in your pocket, you can decide what you're gonna do with it, right? And when it comes to investing, I also don't go crazy in times when they're good, and I don't go crazy in times when it's bad. So it's good to have an even kill. You'll have, and I can't tell you if we're going to go into recession or not, but because I believe there's a lot of sentiment, it might. We most likely will. If you look at the dynamics of what's going on with everything, and if more people believe that we're going to be in a recession, we most likely will be in a recession. But again, that's not something we can control. But because that's just something that could happen, but you can control what you do in that environment. So if you think you're going to go in a recession, if you think you have your job might be risky, this is the time to learn new skills. This is a time to save up. This is a time
Lower
to
expenses, pay off
lower
those credit
expenses.
card bills.
Exactly, to get yourself ready.
Well, maybe not the credit card bills, because you might need that cash, so you might want to hold on to that. But lower the credit card amounts, let's put it that way.
Okay.
It's time to go, and also be ready for opportunity. If you have done the work and you in the good times and you saved that money and you did what you were supposed to do in good times, it's time to reap it in a recession, because home prices are going to go down. The stock prices are going to go down. Time to get that in there if you see that as being on sale. Now, again, like, there's two thoughts. You either say, oh, prices are going down, and that's not good. This is the only place where the stock market is the only place where you see a lower price and you think, oh my gosh, this is bad. But if you go into any other store and the prices are lower, you're like, oh, today's a good day. So it's a way to reframe your mind. But again, I also say, don't invest what you can't afford to lose, regardless of what we're saying. At the end of the day, don't invest anything that you can't afford to lose, because the market will fluctuate. That's the only thing that we can guarantee. The market will continue to go up and down.